Hey team, it's Mr. Z, and we're going to divide fractions by whole numbers. So go ahead, take a moment to pause, read the key concepts. Essentially, we're going to be dividing fractions by rewriting them as an equivalent expression. The way we do this is we multiply by the reciprocal. So to divide fractions by a whole number, we're going to first set it up so it's a fraction divided by a fraction. We're going to go ahead and rewrite it as a multiplication process, and then we're going to multiply. So let's do a couple. So, number one, step one, rewrite it as a fraction. So how do you represent 2 to have a denominator? Well, all numbers have a denominator of 1, if there is not one listed. That's because 2 divided by 1 is still 2. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and rewrite it. Keep, change, and flip. So this is going to go ahead and become an equivalent expression, but the key here is we are going to be rewriting it as multiplication. So 5/8 stays the same. Change it to multiplication. We're not using x's here. And I'm going to flip. So the 1's going to go in the numerator, the 2's going to go in the denominator, and now I just multiply across. 5 times 1 is going to become 5. 8 times 2 is going to become 16. 5/16 does not need to be reduced. That is going to be the quotient, even though I multiply. Remember, it started out as division. Likewise, number 2, added a denominator. I'm going to then keep, change, flip. Keep, change it to multiply, and flip. Let's do numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator, and voila, I get 5/21. Okay, continuing this going on, let's go ahead and do 4. I'll let you do 3 on your own, but I want to address it because when I keep, change, and flip it, you may see opportunities to cross cancel. I could, for example, divide now. I divided 4 and 2 by 1 because they shared a common factor of 2. Now, you can multiply it out and reduce afterwards, but I would definitely have a mixed reaction where you reduce partially along the way. Now, I multiply it the same. 2 times 1 is going to be 2. 5 times 1 is going to be 5. I get a quotient of 2/5. All right, the last type of question is essentially asking you, hey, do you know how to rewrite it as an equivalent expression? Well, add a 1, and then keep, change, and then flip. So 2/3 times 1/3. Okay, when you're doing this, remember, the most important part is tell me some feedback. How do you feel about this concept? Do you completely got it? And if you don't, help me by communicating what you don't understand. That's it for now. We'll see you next time. Ciao.